Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 on this lovely Shattered World over here in Holy Fury. Not Shattered World, randomized world, in fact. Having a ton of fun as the big orange Petra blob here. Going to be excited to take out a few things. So it's been a while since the last episode because I've been traveling, but it's given me a chance to catch up on some comments. And yeah, we're going to have to resolve a few things. We got to get rid of some duchy titles. That's one thing. The other thing I want to acknowledge, apparently, is it true that myself, my father, and was it someone else? Was it another heir? There was definitely like this big history. We've almost all lost like one eye along the way. So we're gonna have a theme of being the one-eyed dynasty here, perhaps. It could happen. Someone called it the Odin dynasty, which was kind of cool. So we're gonna have to deal with that. Now, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, so in my society, I now have the Reaver rank. So if I lead an army that's doing looting, I have a greater chance of capturing enemies and looting artifacts from the holder, which is awesome. Now, I'm not expecting there to be a lot of artifacts at this time, but definitely seems to be this thing that we're doing. So just checking now, we don't currently have any armies raiding. I think we did recently raid, which was why these guys are marked in red. We can create a duchy title over here if we want to, although we don't have the cash right now. And yeah, we've got to get rid of a few. So we've got, now the High Chiefdom of Flanders we are keeping. And the High Chiefdom of Picardy, I think, was the other one we were talking about keeping, even though it's only got 3 de jure realms. I know I keep going back and forth on this and not being quite sure. See where you've got Brabant, which is huge. What about de jure? Okay, that might be the difference. Brabant de jure has 3, and Picardy de jure has 4. Okay, yeah, I think that's it. Right now, Vermandois bends the knee to the Duchy of Brabant, but which is funny because they're both me. They're both me. You'd think that, like, this would get reorganized under the proper de jure title or something like that. I don't know. If I go and click on actual de jure duchies, that could also clear things up. Well, it's a little bit weird because the Duchy of Paris and the Duchy of Picardy have exactly the same annoying color. Really? Dang, man. Actually, a lot of stuff over here is blue. I guess it's slightly different blue, maybe? I don't know. All right. So that's going to be okay. So let's get rid of stuff. We're going to keep this and that. And then there's the High Chiefdom of Kent as well that we're going to get rid of. So if we go to find characters, and well, ideally you want to give it to someone who's in the area. Other leads to weirdness. Sometimes I'm lazy and I just find like anyone who's a ruler already within my realm, and I make sure it's not a high chief and I just give them a title, but I guess that would be a little bit weird. So if I do switch back to the de jure Duchy of Kent, which is this orange bit over here. Oh, I clicked de jure kingdoms. There we go. This orange bit over here. So I control that. Okay, there's 2 other dudes over here. Elder Chief Murtalic, who actually likes me a fair bit right now, which is good. I mean, he might bite the bucket soon, but kick the bucket soon, maybe. And you don't like me terribly much. So you, congratulations, Elder Chief. You currently just have the 1 current title. You have some hostility, but that's okay. You're actually content, which is probably why I gave you some title in the first place. So you're going to get the High Chiefdom of Kent. I'll include lower titles, which would mean I would give you the County of Sussex, which isn't necessarily what I mean to do, because I would like to keep you to just a single county. So really what I want to do, especially since I'm above my domain limit, is I want to go and give Sussex to someone who is not yet a ruler. I could give it to one of my kids if I don't want to manually sort of control them, and that might be okay. Where's the Great House? My dynasty. I mean, it means I wouldn't control them anymore, which is a bit of an issue. Although some of these I don't... Yeah, some of these are like my nieces and nephews. Alclarad Budsko. So this is Budsko's kid. Child of a concubine. He's only 5, but it would keep in the family. I mean, he might have a bit of a hard time because, you know, he's young, but let's just do it. So I'm going to give you the Chiefdom of Sussex over here. I'll include lower titles. Okay, doesn't matter there. We didn't have any of the baronies or whatever. Not that I know that that's necessarily a thing. I guess I didn't actually have to unpause. So now if I talk to you and grant a landed title and say the High Chieftain of Kent and say include lower titles. Okay, there's still something that presumably I control over here or something, but that's okay. It's going to be 80. So it goes from 60 to 80 instead of 110. So that's going to be okay. So you're going to have that. Vassals are going to be the Chiefdom of Surrey and the Chiefdom of Sussex, which is fine. So we're going to do that. So what is that? Yeah, okay, that didn't actually give you any other county titles. Maybe it was just... Maybe the vassalage wouldn't have changed control. Maybe that was it. Maybe it would have fell under another subtitle. Maybe one of these guys would have directly reported to me instead of the duchy. And so he was still happy. Okay, but that's good. So we've got that. Because we want to get down to just 2 duchies. If you have more than 2, you get a penalty to your vassalage. So, but about over here, we would like to offload that. De jure, it's got 3. The problem is currently it's 5. It's quite a powerful realm. But we'll see. Do I control any of this stuff directly? I do control the actual province of Vermont directly. And I'd probably like to keep that for now. Because I am at my domain limit, so I may not do the include lower titles thing. But by offloading this duchy to someone else, this will dramatically change my vassal limit. Because right now all these vassals are, you know, well, so she's got 2 provinces over here. She bends the knee to me directly. And we can get rid of that. So, Brabant, what about Breda over here? How do you feel? Because you only have 1 realm, so as opposed to the one who controls 2 provinces. Breda over here is just the Count of Breda. You've got no claims. You're content as well. Your heir is, you know, going to be a hunchback. Wow, you are not going to be a big threat, I think, politically, so that's going to be okay. I mean, you're going to die soon, but that's going to be all right. I'm going to grant a landed title. You're going to get the High Chieftain. I'm not going to include lower titles, though, because I'm going to keep this county for myself. You're going to have a fair amount of power because some of these might bend the knee to you. But some of these might reorganize themselves, and we might be able to do some transfer, vassalage, I don't know, something like that. It's going to be okay. So we do that. We're now at our vassal limit, which is going to be okay. We're not going to send CDO in beta in hiding, because even though someone wants to maybe kill them, and they are... Actually, they're not currently my heir. Did I name them as my heir, though? I think I did. How do I tell... This, okay, so this must be the person I've named. And I would have because of the genius, and yeah. So someone is maybe plotting against them. I don't know if I'm aware of that plot. No. It's just there's suspicions that it's going on, which is fine. We got some righteous imprisonment of some people here. And I don't know if there's any real point in doing that. It's not like I'm necessarily looking to consolidate the power over there, so should be okay. Alright, I think that is a lot of cleaning up, which is good. If we take a look at the wealth map mode, which is... Does anyone remember where that might be? Is it in the top row? Feel like... Yeah, there you go, economy, the coins. We can't hammer you... We could go and raid Northampton, though, which has a fair amount of money, so I think that's what we're going to do. Let's say I put myself in charge of this. Like that. Now, that's probably not enough. It's going to be kind of annoying, but I think what I might do... Is there a hotkey for raise? Yeah, Z. Except I don't own any of this anymore. Just because I'm afraid that this one army is going to have a hard time sticking around over here. Can you even rate it as is? How do we find out the... How do we find out the garrison number? Huh? Oh, yeah, it's over here. Garrison. Yeah. Okay, so we can go and stand there. The problem is they'll raise troops and fight us a fair bit. Still. Let's do it. Put on the raider flag. Go over there. We'll see what happens. It's going to be okay. Alright, I think we can go and unpause at this point. We've got various claims we can push for various people. But we may just take a breather, especially since our money's a little low. Training grounds are done. Child lacks childhood focus. I think what we'd be doing for this, and again, it has been a while. I've been going around and around. I think there's going to be a little bit more of that. Kayanya, not funny man. Did we name you Kayanya? I mean, I'm assuming we did. Let's go. Let's get some more struggle in here. Let's get some more warriors. Okay, so you're starting to raise up your troops. What I might consider doing is bopping some of these before they unify. But I think we're just going to go for now. Ooh, no better woman. There's no woman better to increase in church's opinion of me or teach me to become more pious. My court chaplain, I don't know, Jaina, Iunia, I don't know. I need you to talk to the church. Temple vassal opinion goes up. Not that we have a lot of temple vassals. Prosperity or capital county increases. That's nice. Or teach me to be a pious man. Oh, either way we get prosperity boost, and this gives me piety. Let's do it that way. So yeah, we can't raid anymore because we have to go and knock down those walls. And here they come with the big-ass army of doom. Okay, yeah, see, that's what I was worried about. I think we're just going to... they might follow, they might not, I don't know. You have a new heir. Okay, we now play as CTO in beta. Okay, lovely to see. That would be under laws. So he now has the enough votes that we would inherit him, become a genius, and that would be lovely. You are owned, and you don't have much money, but we might still capture stuff, so I will raid you. Hopefully you don't jump on me, but I'm not in your territory anymore, so you might not care. Oh, that's right, I turned off the raiding. You gotta come out, chukka chukka chukka, and do this. It will turn all of quasi-France hostile to me, but they won't be able to actually counter things over here. So that's going to be okay. So I think, you know, we've got all kinds of plans for all kinds of battles. Let's take a look real quick at our military here. We are sort of capped on how much our levies will grow, which is nice to see. And we don't have any more retinue we can do right now. We might be able to do some more building. Brussels in particular. You know, I've been trying to build most things up to these even numbers because they're kind of a sweet spot, but we might go and keep increasing it, especially in the capital. It's a sweet spot because people talked about how the things get rounded. But anything in the Flanders Duchy that I control directly, like Ghent, we're going to be keeping around. Oh, yeah, we just don't have the... hold on, we do. Oh, it's building something. Oh, it is! Okay. Like, hold on, I'm really confused about this. Are we holding on to Zealand? No, we're not, because that's part of Holland. Gines we are definitely keeping as well. And you're getting up there. We're going to go ahead and get some of these other bits started. And that's going to be A-okay. All right, doing this, and we are leading this army. Yep, there we are over there. And maybe we'll get some captures. I don't expect at this point that people have much in the way of artifacts. But we'll see. Idiosyncratic Ibex, we are going to give you... Oh, you're 12! So your best thing, is actually going to be learning, because you're timid and idolizer, both of which are positive traits for learning. You're going to be a smart kid. Love it. And you're attractive. A smart nerd. They're very in right now. It's going to work for me. Chief has been going around praising someone. Okay. Actually, I might still want to go and queue up some more buildings. I don't control this. But I do control some territory over here in Picardy, which is going to be all right as well to get started. So let's go ahead and say get a training ground or whatever. Boom. Popped. Excellent. All right. No prisoners or anything. That's okay. I'm not going to go into the orange, so I'm going to pull back over here. At some point, we're going to have to decide what we're going to do with our retinues if we're bringing them back. What I might want to do, since I'm not raiding right now, I might want to go and just not lead this, just so that I'm back comfortable at home, in case it affects any decisions and whatnot. We got a little bit of cash from doing that, which is swell. But yeah, we might get some boats and bring you home. Wall and ditch has been built in Ghent. So let's keep building up in Ghent here. Maybe not the money one, but tell you what, we'll get some more of you going on. That's going to be fine. Okay, because we will get more troops. So yeah, I think, what kind of wars can we start with you? You can claim individual counties. Upper Brittany. Really? That's not bad. Oh, this is in the name of someone else. De jure claims on tour. So one province. Do I have fabrications going on? My Chancellor is not currently. You're not very highly skilled, so your chance of being able to fabricate a claim on an entire duchy is likely to be minor. And I can make the Duchy of Wessex over here, which might give us a few more things. Wounds within. Having returned from the battlefield, I still don't feel at home. My body's here, my mind is in Lusignan. Sometimes I wonder if I died there and this is all a nightmare. Sometimes I cannot breathe. I shall never get close to anyone again. I would become celibate. Which, honestly, you know, I've got a million kids, wouldn't be the end of the world. I don't want to become depressed, that's terrible. I need to feel alive again. Come here, servant. I became lustful and drunkard. Aren't I already a drunkard? Yes, I am. So that sort of doesn't matter. And lustful is, you know, fun? Enough of this feelings. By the old gods, I'll punch someone. I gain wroth, stressed, and maybe even depressed. I'm honestly thinking it might be totally fine to just become celibate here. Because, you know, the church will like me. I guess lustful people won't like me. That might be part of it. And I mean, my wife won't be totally into this either, I suppose. But the piety boost will be good for building some more buildings, as well as some of our retinues. I think I'm going to do that. He's 37. That's a little early to throw in the towel, isn't it? Alright, let's just become lustful instead. Guys, I'm going to become celibate. Or lustful. I think I made the right decision, actually. I'm pretty happy with this. So, I mean, we've got great, you know, realm building going on. We've got plenty of things we can do internally. But I still kind of sort of want to take a crack at some more external stuff. Oh, okay, good luck with that. So, I'm wondering about bringing my retinues home, which I think I will do. What? Lands of the right for the picking. If you seek to impress them, send your galleys and soldiers to Dorset. So I have a mission to raid Dorset over here, which is a pretty weak sauce province, but I guess I'm okay. I will have to get more numbers over here. All right, I will accept. What I'm going to do is raise my personal levies, which I don't have a choice to do anything else because these would be tribal people instead of something else. That's going to be fine. We'll raise some boats over here. And yeah, you need to split this smaller or something. It'd be nice if there was... I don't think there's an auto-transport thing. Yeah, those are all my troops over here. Tell you what, let's just throw some more boats in, and then it's going to be much easier to work out. So, boats. Boats. Thank you. Grab you. Excellent. Guess we'll wait for a little bit more to arrive. Grab you. Throw you on a boat. Do you not all go on the boat? There you go. Boat it up, land over here, you go over here. I'm going to put myself back in charge of this army and ready to raid. So you've arrived, good. And yeah, we'll go ahead and send some more. Killed in a duel. Grab you. Nope. Grab you. Thank you. And land you over here. Child lacks education. It's pseudo-random. What kind of traits did you end up with? What's your best base traits here? Your learning's a little higher than your intrigue. It might be handy to have a bunch of family members with high intrigue, assuming that they still like me, which might be a little tricksy. Let's do it. Intrigue's fun. Plus, we've got someone doing learning. I don't remember. It's possible that one bad trait and one good trait is actually better than simply one good trait. I'd have to check the stats. I think they're relatively similar. So I'm going to disband the fleet. Grab you. Mark you to loot. And let's go to Dorset. Oh, wait. You want me to war? Hold on. Oh, conquest of... Oh, shit. The outcome of the war will affect the renown gained. Oh! Well, tell you what. We'll raid it first anyway. So I'm going to have to move everyone over again. And it's going to be slightly annoying because I'm not going to be able to have my troops raised up before the war starts. That should be fine. We'll keep the retinue hidden in Kent or something, and then we'll just get all our boats raised at the same time. It should be okay. So I'm going to raid you anyway. And actually, I might be able to take a couple of cracks at some of these guys real quick before the war starts. Like here, for example. We will have a river crossing penalty. But we're still going to have 2-to-1 advantage. I mean, most likely this is still going to be true when we start the war as well, but... You know, now it's, the numbers are a little less sexy. I think it's still fine. Oh no! I have the cramps? Like leg cramps or something? Food poisoning. Ooh. Well, that's not fun. Not sure that did anything. I have to fast. For a fortnight? Well, I mean, honestly, if you've got food poisoning... Oh, now I got a fever. Oh, God! Still thinks I have food poisoning. Done. Let's go ahead and do some sacrificing, because that's always fun. Spend more time in prayer. Alright, +1 health from that. I guess that's something. Songs will be sung. Oh! Grizzled sergeants, clean the blood splatter off your sword and armor. The men cheer for the brave you destroyed and secure in this victory. I mean, we're having, like, brave fights while suffering from food poisoning. Honestly, that's about as impressive as you could possibly get. I guess I'll stick around here long enough to siege that. Oh no, I have diarrhea. Oh no. Oh no. Gonna have to pull a, an Indiana Jones and just shoot someone instead of getting into a sword fight. I should be at home resting instead of leading the battle efforts. I don't know if it actually makes a difference. Whatever, I'm not gonna let a little diarrhea stop my conquering. Not that this is the actual war declaration. Betrothal. So you want pseudo-random to marry this dude. Well, I would prefer to get, especially, I'm still looking to grow my dynasty. It might be handy to just marry off my people to matrilinearly, even if it's not like to someone who's necessarily important. I mean, this is Kagan of where? Of Malta. Yeah, like, I don't even think a truce is going to be handy with you, or like any kind of alliance. So we're going to leave that be. Siege is done, so we'll do just a little bit of looting over here. Very little. When you're not passing a loose stool in your chamber pot, you're bent over at retching. You suffer from food poisoning. No kidding! I've had food poisoning before, it's the worst. Okay, several different types. We can try something new because I'm brave. I've already lost an eye. Outcome is uncertain. You know what you're doing. Well tested. I don't want to try something crazy new. I don't want to, like, lose more body parts. We're going to be fine. As long as you know what you're doing. Listen, just keep me well hydrated. It's going to be okay. Let a goat in your chambers. Foul smell of its flatulence made you both cover your nose, and the physician pulled your hand away. Apologies, my lord. This is the treatment. To recommend taking deep breaths. Deep breaths of goat farts? Goat farts? Apparently it's very successful, though. I mean, those stat gains are really just offsetting the stat losses from my negative points. We need a new chancellor. You'd possibly be a malcontent. You're ambitious as well. I mean, the thing is, they will get boosted if they get a title, but let's... This high chief over here, having my high chief like me a little more by giving him titles will be handy. This is chancellor, which is diplomacy, right? Which he's only a... Wow! Chief of Saint-Ois. So why do you hate me so much? Foreigner, things, you're ambitious. Known murderer. God, you're so much better. Whatever, I'll grab this guy. And yeah, I guess that Chancellor is just sitting at home as well, because he's not very good. Okay. Sorry, I know I keep switching map modes. I've been playing Stellaris, so I'm used to using WASD to move my view around, but that just changes map modes. Alright, so finish looting this. Not that there's a whole lot to loot. Actually, it's not even worth it. Like, with the expense of keeping my army up. Ooh, invest in the technology. Culture advances. We have no ahead of time penalties or anything. Yeah, no, that's fine. So, right, opinion, opinion, opinion. Majesty we've got. Tolerance, legalism. Unlock some laws. Let's do this, and you know what? We'll do that for some vassal opinion. Hell, we'll spend more. That's going to be okay. We'll get back to the law stuff in a second. So we're going to take this. We're going to go ahead and disband everyone. Move the retinues over here. And yeah, we're going to be ready to war for Dorset. I'm feeling better. I no longer have food poisoning. Mild illness would be... Yes. Excellent. Okay. So we got through that perfectly fine. My combat skill's still down at a 50. Right. Drunkard, one-eyed. Uh-huh. I think some of our battlefield sacrifices might have worn low as well. So we're still leading this army. Well, not... Well, we're on a flank, but that's okay. That's totally fine. People get moved around here a little bit. Title creation, we still don't have the money for that. province construction is still going. We do have a lot of prestige. And yeah, you are de jure Picardy? Yeah, so improving you is going to be fine, because we're looking to hold on to you. Just build stuff, that's going to be fine. Bedford tribe, that's not one that we're going to be improving. Okay, so Brabant and Bedford, we are not improving you. So you're here. What we might do is put a cut in at this point, but I suspect, so if we were to war... Conquest of Dorset. Conquer single borders without specific reasons. Norse pagans can also take any coastal ones. So I think this is specifically the war they want me to use. I mean, it's just one province at a time, but that's okay. Hell, we've got de jure claims on it too, but... Does it make a difference? It looks like we get more stuff. Complete the mission, wage war. Right, and this one wouldn't complete that mission. That's interesting. Okay, so yeah, we'll put a cut in here, and the next episode we'll declare war. It'll be really tricky. We'll have to get all our troops over quickly enough. I'm wondering if it might be safer to bring these guys back home first. I don't think it matters. I think we'll be okay. Maybe they'll rush over here and stomp, but I'm willing to bet we can reinforce that quickly enough to be okay. All right, folks, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.